Check this out, guys. We're doing some coilovers on the Mazda RX-8 outside. This is the company we're gonna be working with. So they started making parts around 2006, and they've been up and coming. And just like every other brand, you know, you got to start somewhere. But these have been used on Europe drift competitions. And they're doing pretty good, so we're gonna give it a try. So right when you open the box, you're gonna find their information, information about their company and the other parts that they produce, the rods, the billet cranks, turbos, etc. So they got a few products going on their website. So if you want to check them out, go ahead and it's called MaxpeedingRODs.com and see what they got for your car. So I dealt with BC coils and K-Sports and even Godspeed coilovers before, so I could give you a good comparison here in terms of quality. So as I was saying, here's the coilover. It feels pretty good quality compared to the other ones I had in the past. See the brand right there, MaxpeedingRODs. It's got adjustable dampers here, adjustable dampening, so you can give it some clicks, you know, make it harder or softer. See what else here. It's got the bump stop cover. The treads look nice. I don't see any corner cutting on this one. It's got everything you want from a coilover. So in terms of quality, like, I don't see any difference from a major brand. But again, we'll see how it feels. So yeah, I'm super excited to get these installed. So I'm gonna go ahead now and stop chatting about it and go ahead and install it. Alright, so here's our guy. I think I'm gonna start in the front and then do the back. Now it's probably not gonna sit right because it doesn't have an engine in it. As you can see, it's sitting monster truck here in the front, but I think we're gonna go ahead and lower it anyway just to see how it looks. And then I'm gonna have to raise it up once the engine is in, but yeah, let's go ahead and start here. So the first thing I'm gonna do here is adjust the preload and how much of the shock is actually sticking out. So you can see here, if I compress the boot, that's only about 3 inches of travel on that shock. So I want to move the spring up to get more exposed shock, and then move this part up as high as it can, and that will give me, you know, the most amount of travel here on the suspension. Alright, so that's as far in as it will go. So now I'm just gonna tighten this guy down, like so. Alright, so all my adjustment now is on these over here. So if I need the car to be lower, I'm gonna have to lower the entire thing down because this cannot go any higher. Alright, so here's what we got. Pretty simple. 3 bolts on top and 1 down here. You can see it. 1 down there, and that guy is coming out. So it's a pretty simple install, you know. It helps to remove the end link here, so it doesn't do any pressure on this side, because it's gonna try to since this car is lower than the other, this side is lower than the other, it's gonna try to pull on it. So if you don't do this, which I have to take it out anyway, look at that seal is all dry rotted. Look at that seal is completely gone. Yeah, so I'm gonna take them out to make my life easier, and then replace them once I get new ones. So that's coming out. Some of this is not looking too good. Wow, I might have to redo this entire suspension at some point. Yeah, all this rubber down there, that's all pretty dry. I think I'm gonna remove that subframe and get a powder coated or something. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead now and take that off. Alright, I'm gonna have to undo this guy as well as the steering arm in the back here. This guy. I'm gonna have to undo those two so this whole knuckle piece drops down. The problem I'm having is that the chock is fully extended. It's fully extended and it's not coming off from the lower control arm. So if I undo this guy right here, the whole thing will drop down and then I can get that out. Alright, now that I took the steering off and I turned the knuckle here, you can see we gotta remove this nut here, and that will pull it from it, and then we can drop the whole thing down. Alright, so this is the dumbest design I ever seen. The top hat on this strut doesn't fit through the control arm, so it's gotta come up through the top, meaning I'm gonna have to remove the upper control arm and pull the assembly out. This is so stupid. And there it is. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put the new one in. Alright, I know the engine bay looks pretty disgusting, but eventually when I clean this up, take that bar out, get the transmission out of here, maybe spray it a little bit with paint, and go ahead and install the 2JC, but not yet, because the next video you see on this is probably going to be part 2 of the 2JC build. So I'm going to go ahead and keep on working here. Alrighty, coilover is installed. Fits perfect. Now on this setting that I have it right now, it seems like it's gonna be really damn low, but whatever, we're gonna adjust from there, right? I matched the height on the other one, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side and then move on to the back. Look at this, that's with no load on it. So once I put that tire on the ground and I put the engine on it, it's gonna be tucking, but yeah, that's too low. So we're gonna raise it when the time is right. All right, so we're gonna move up to the rear now. Sun is out, it's hot as hell. It's in the high 90s here in Florida now. So I need to get this one done as quick as possible. All right, let's see what we got here. So 1 bolt in the bottom and 2 top. This one should be pretty easy, I hope. So the bolts are undone from the top, of course. So I gotta get in the trunk and see what's up out there. All right, I just saw that this thing is bent right here. Looks like it got hit at some point, so rusted out there. The bushings are also dry rotted. Same thing here. Pretty much every single arm up here is gonna have to be replaced. This is pretty old stuff, and it hasn't been run in a while. Look at this, even these subframe bushing is all messed up in there. So there's a lot of stuff that needs to be replaced on this guy, but not right now. Right now what I'm gonna do is remove that guy and see if I can get this shock out. So we come inside the trunk here. Now we got 2 more bolts on here. They look to be 14 millimeters, yes. So we're gonna undo those. Is there anything else up here? Yeah, it looks like this is also attached to that plate. I'm gonna undo it just in case. Not too familiar with this car, so I'm just gonna undo these. It doesn't hurt to do it. All right, that's loose. By the way, this thing was loose. I just noticed that. Okay, let me check down there again. Everything is starting to interfere on this car, so the shock will not come out of here because of the end link. This way bar here and this bar too is in the way, so I'm gonna have to undo some of this. So here's a side-by-side comparison. This guy took me a little bit of cursing and maneuvering to get it out of there. So like I said, I had to remove this bottom control arm, the lower control arm here. Had to undo the sway bar on both sides so I can move it out of the way, and then I was able to jiggle it out of there. If it wasn't for this huge tower here, it would have been a lot easier, but no. So if I put them both side by side here, kind of like a line there on the flange, this is how much lower it's gonna be. It's about 2 inches lower. Again, it's being adjusted just like the fronts. I moved these all the way to the top, tied it down, and then push these all the way to the top as well to compress the spring a little bit and give it some more dampening up here. So if I wanted to, let's say, race the car, I would adjust this guy, just push it down. All right, let's install it. Alright, that's the top, 100% finished. I'm gonna add a strut tower bar here later on in the future. For now, it's gonna stay like this. I just gotta put the cover back on, and it's good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the bottom now. Alrighty, the other side is 100% done. Installation is pretty damn good. The quality on this thing is pretty awesome, at least fitment wise, you know, right on. Question for one of you RX-8 guys, what the hell is this for? It looks like a suspension level for airbags, but since this doesn't have any airbags, I'm assuming it's something for traction control. I don't know, just let me know what that is if you know. And as you can see here, I left the end link unhooked because it's pretty messed up and I'm gonna have to replace it, so I'm just gonna leave that undone like that. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna put the wheel back on and show you what it looks like. So here's the old suspension and here's what the car looks like now. Now the front is pretty damn good. Again, it doesn't have the weight on the engine, so I'm gonna have to raise it up once the engine is in. But the rear's gotta come down quite a bit. It's way too hard to adjust it right now, so I'm gonna do that on a later date. But yeah, it's all installed. Overall, I'll give this thing 5 out of 5 in terms of first impressions and easy installation. You know, quality seems to be there. But again, I'm gonna have to let you know later on how it does on the drive. I got it on the softest setting right now, and it bounces up and down pretty nice. So yeah, overall pretty good. Alrighty guys, that is gonna be it for this video. Now everything you saw me install on this video is available on the description below, and also if you do decide to go ahead and buy one of these kits, if you type in discount code WHITE at checkout, it will give you 15% off. So make sure to support your boy and hit the link below if you care to buy one of these. All right, peace out.